Greetings. Blessings to you. Love and light. Namaste. Reverend Raven Nightclub HP here. Spiridium Circle and Healing Life from Within. So, as it says in the description as well as the title of this video, soul healing with myself. So let's kind of broaden our horizons for a moment. Good morning, by the way. And let's take a look just briefly at the actual name of this video, soul healing. So for some time, I've been contemplating doing something that is, again, for the collective. Oh, sharing, give me a thumbs up, give me a heart, show me some love. Good morning, Jen. Ultimately, soul healing is exactly what it means. It is reaching into the depths of yourself. Healing always begins from within. That's our motto, my motto. So this is going to be, I was going to say episodal journey of self-discovery and healing from the soul first. Okay? Healing from the soul first. But first we got to work with the biggest bumbler of all time. The mind. See, there are so many people out there in the world that truthfully don't know what the hell they're talking about. So I'm going to speak to you, come to you from personal experience. First and foremost, I know that there are many guiding things that we can find in this world. We got books and books and books and books. But experience is the one thing that gives us more information, excuse me, more information than we possibly can fathom, right? So with that being said, I'm apparently going to turn off my autofocus on my camera. There we go. And talk about mindset. All right, so why mindset? Why is mindset so important? Well, give me an example, any of you viewing, anyone after the video is done, give me an example of something that for some reason has challenged you almost internally, that has created a hindrance, that's made you hold back to doing what has to be done or reaching your goal of some kind. Okay, now I see a couple of hearts. Appreciate that. All right, this is a little different. I know you guys aren't used to change, but this is a little different. Okay, I want everybody to begin to open up to, publicly, or even messaging me directly if you wish. That's fine too. Because the mindset is the one thing that we can control, each one of us. Some of this I actually, people will know that I teach some of this. The mindset controls basically everything. Emotions are included with that. So, within the construct of this idea, this mindset, consciousness, whatever, what you're thinking at any given moment can change your life for the good or bad. It's, duality. Now, good morning, Maria. Good morning, Vicky. Good morning, Melissa. Good to see you guys. See, the mindset is something that I believe we, as a collective, we have the change. Some of you are already awakened, okay, in some way, shape, or form. You guys are already, you already understand that there's something bigger going on, okay, within this whole construct, which that's true. But yet, I'm going to discuss the basics of the basics with you, all of you, even those that are already awakened. So, the mindset. Tell me something that you wish to attain or reach to that you haven't done yet. I'm waiting for comments. Okay, just to be realistic, be open. It doesn't have to necessarily be anything personal per se, but maybe it does. Maybe it does for you. Okay, for you. So, one of mine is to speak publicly about these things. So now I'm overcoming one of my challenges, let's say. Seeing the ticker change as we continue. This matrix that we live in, literally, kind of like a computer program in a sense. I mean, I can agree. Melissa says balance. Melissa, be a little bit more specific though. What do you mean by balance? Balance between what and what? There's always duality, so let's figure that one out. All right, share that with us. Now, this mindset, this, I'm not even going to talk about consciousness. Okay, Annette Johnson talks about job satisfaction. Here we go. Okay, now we're getting to the meat and potatoes of things here. All right, I'll address these things momentarily. So the mindset is what we think. It's what we think. It's how we react. It's what we believe that we are, that others are, that our environment is. So how do we change this? This like the $1,000,000 question. Now we got two here. Okay, we'll start here. I just got chills. Okay, all the way up my arms. Okay, if you could see the goose pimples, you'd see it. All right, the goosebumps. But here's the thing. All right, one says balance, the other says job satisfaction. Is there any difference? But think about that for a moment. Is there truly any difference in that? In those two statements of subjects, is there any difference? Balance. Okay? Kimberly Jolivert says, to be seen, to share who and what I am and know with others. Overcome old conditioning. Thank you. Someone that admits, right here, thank you, Kimberly. Someone who admits that there is old conditioning based on old beliefs. Okay? We're talking about stuff that dates almost 200 years. Think about that. Almost 200 years plus in our lives. And people are like, well, what do you mean by that, Raven? Think about this. We're only going into your parents and your parents' parents' conditioning. Think about this. Okay? And we're only talking two generations, not including yours. So we can go as far back as 500 years, because each lifespan goes from, I don't know what, 80 to like 115. So we have to think less linear and more reality and what's really going on. So, what's going on at this moment is that in our minds, we have preconditioning, Kimberly. We have preconditioning that stems back centuries, not just decades, centuries, that is taught down from one person to the next to the next. Now, see, ticker changes. Okay, there we go. Something is not clicking with certain people. Now, you can share this as much as you want. It's okay. I don't mind. Okay, but I understand that it's the conditioning, but what about the conditioning? What about the conditioning that needs to change? What is it? Is it beliefs? Or most of the time it's usually beliefs or devotion, what you devote your time and energy to, or even what subjects or situations you devote your energy and time to. Okay, like myself, for an example. I'm going to give myself as the guinea pig here. Okay, I have some challenges too. I mean, I have challenges with time management and doing things and completing them, on time and, promptly and within, certain areas of my life. I do have a challenge there, which, again, it's conditioning. Okay, you got to take time. I don't know who said it, but it says that it takes 14 to 22 days in order to change one habit. So, are we going to spend our entire lives changing old habits? We could. We could. We legitimately could. But it doesn't really take that long. If we were to take a couple of years, within each month, we could change one habit each time, right? So, for an example, um, moderately, okay, and very highly, I'll give an example. I've quit smoking, okay, which is something that I've struggled with for decades. Okay, I mean decades. So, what did I do? Okay, sharing this with you. Okay, what did I do? I used fear. I know it sounds weird, but I used fear in order to change the pattern. The fear of getting sick, the fear of getting cancer, the fear of throat closing up or something. I know it was something entirely different, but the thing is that I used it. I used it as fuel to change. Okay, change the habit. Now, the fear is one. Anger is another one. Okay, you can use anger as fuel. Okay, to do positive things. But here's the thing. Okay, hang on a second. Like I said, Annette does job satisfaction, and Melissa went more into depth here. Being able to balance the need to survive on the day to day and cultivate my inner peace to my true self. Whoa. Okay, now there is something beautiful. Listen to what she said. Balance. Now, this is a lot of what people go through in their lives. A lot. I'm not going to say everybody, but a lot. Being able to balance the need to survive. Listen to the words. Okay, need to survive on the day to day and cultivate, build fruition. Okay, grow her inner peace to be her true self. Again, mindset. Okay, you actually feel total epiphany here. Think about it for a moment. Just listen to me. All right. The balance that you have to have, I'm shifting words here, that you have to have, which is AKA need, okay, on the day to day. You're thinking that you need. Now, I'm micromanaging this, okay, momentarily. I'm very good at this for some reason. So, your need is creating more need. Okay? You constantly saying, I need, is creating more need. So, if you say, and I quote, very simplistic shift, you can change this within a month. Okay? I have to have what do you think will happen? Instead of saying need to survive, I have to have in my life this, this, this. Okay? Your brain's going to shift. It's going to hyper shift. It's going to change. I know it's like saying affirmations. I know some people say affirmations could lead to delusion. That's Tony Robbins. Okay, but what I'm saying is bypassing that completely. Okay, affirmations can work as long as you believe that you have to have something. I think everybody thinks they have to have something. Okay, like certain things in their life. So knowing that you have to have these things in your life. Okay, not just materialistic things. She's talking survival, people. She's talking survival. Okay, we're talking day to day, bills, rent. Okay, probably medical appointments, medication, possibly, even food for that fact. Okay, just look at this from glasses. There we go. All right, sorry, OCD. All right, still went to the same place. But here's the most interesting truth is that once you shift your mindset in the direction of, again, just like Melissa, okay, I have to have, I have to have this, this, and this. Okay, your brain will begin to fathom ways of creating. I always tell people, no matter if you're disabled, collecting every month, or feeling like you're struggling, okay, in your job, aka Annette Johnson, job satisfaction, okay, which we're bringing you into the fold now, all right. Again, it's the mindset. So your emotions emote, project, okay, even in the job or your current life or in survival or anything of these ideas, you have to gain control. Now, if you think that you're out of control of these situations, you're wrong entirely. You're wrong in so many ways that it's incredible. Okay. Now, I know a lot of people are like, well, Raven, how am I wrong? Okay, defend yourself. That's totally fine. But what I'm saying is that you're wrong in the mindset, because what happens when you think survival is that, okay, I'm going to have to do, okay, there we go. Jackie Williams says, I'm healing myself of MS. Oh, that's a whole nother ballgame. But what I'm saying is mindset, okay? That's healing physically. All right, you're losing track here. But what I'm saying is that when you are using and changing your words, what happens is the thought processes and the actual outcomes and accomplishments change as well. So let's start with the survival, right? Then we'll go to Kimberly Jolivet's point. Now, being able to balance the need to survive on the day-to-day and cultivate my inner, just listen to this, being able to balance the need to survive on the day-to-day and cultivate my inner peace to my true self. Where in the world, sorry, but where in the world does your inner peace have to do with survival? Think about that for a minute. Where in the world does your inner peace have to do with survival? Your inner peace starts from here, not from outside. You're talking about what you have to have here. Okay, it all starts here. See, like I said before, healing always begins from within. Going within and saying, okay, what am I doing to create the opportunities to survive? What am I doing to gain the resources necessary to not worry about that? Okay, think about this. Cultivating your inner peace is something that's mental and spiritual. So again, if you have clarity and mental peace, your body follows. You guys feel me so far? I think you do. All right. So, hello, Felicia. Alan should have came in a little earlier, but that's okay. All right. So, Kimberly Joliver, okay, and then Johnson, same difference. That's what I'm saying. Same difference. Okay. Seriously, I know it says same difference, right? But it's the same thing. Mindset. You're at a job that you don't want, okay, or a job, or constantly don't want to, you know, uh, get a job that you're miserable with, or that deep down you're going to fall into this bottomless pit of unsatisfaction and uh, non-fulfillment. Then there's things that has to be done. There is choices that still have to be made. Choices that have to be made. Okay, Kimberly, to be seen. Well, everybody sees you. So, I mean, anyone can see you. Now, we got to go deeper into that if you'd like to explain what you mean by to be seen. Now, you said to share who and what I am and know with others. Okay. Why haven't you? Think about it for a minute, right? Why haven't you? If you haven't begun, sorry, or began, like I said, grammar's not in a really good suit for me. I should actually work on that. Ding, ding, ding. But what's stopping you from sharing what you know with others or what you are? Nothing, except for yourself. That's simple. You are one of the only ones that are stopping you from sharing who and what you are with the public. So, with that being said, with that being said, that goes to the next part. You see where you went to on that? You went from one spot to the it was a sequence. Okay, with those couple of that those few sentences. Overcome old conditioning. So once you overcome the old conditioning, you'll be able to share, in turn, being seen more. The answer's in the statements. I mean, within that one specifically, the answer's in the statements. If you want to be seen, you have to overcome old conditioning. There we go. In order to share, you have to overcome old conditioning. So really it comes down to the brain, the mindset. Okay, this is the point, people. The brain is a fantastic tool. It can help manifest. It can decipher. It can visually see and decipher the things that are in front of you. Okay, but if you change your perception of these things, it is the thing that changes. Right? I'm not asking for your acknowledgement. Okay, so right, and Melissa says this is exactly what I'm learning. I got stuck in only survival. See, the thing is that what let's break that down for a moment. I know I'm micromanaging, but I'm a Scorpio, so this is really cool. All right, so breaking it down, what is the things that you have to survive? Rent or mortgage, food, bills. Now that all depends on what you have on your plate. I'll get to the root of the conditioning first. Well, after this, okay, the root of the conditioning. I'm sharing this stuff with you guys. All right. So being stuck in survival means you always have to worry about basic needs. Always having to, I'm going to repeat myself, always having to worry about basic needs. We're talking about normal things that you know, other people in this world don't really worry about. Electric, gas, heat, hot water, air conditioning, okay, for, the hot summer months, heat during the winter, keeping us cold, not freezing our butts off, okay, a roof over our head. Now, as well as food, without food, in some ways, without food, we perish. But here's the thing: the root, again, of conditioning. As I'm bringing you into this, okay, the root of conditioning is what you think on a daily basis and what you open yourself up to on a daily basis. Think about that for a moment. What you open yourself up to on a daily basis. What do you devote your time and energy to? Do you find yourself more devoting your time and energy to worrying, to being concerned about where the money is going to come from in order for you to survive another month? Why is this so important? Well, it's so important because without it, there's challenges. What did people in the 1900s do? Or even before electricity was even made? Let's really get down to the meat and potatoes here, okay? They survive too. They, cows and, chickens for, eggs and, vegetables and, in the farm. And, we don't even give ourselves a chance to even think about any of this stuff. But it is always recommended, at least I recommend, always having a way to generate or create that additional pillow in order for you not to feel that way. Think about that. Now, in order for you to do this, now this is very important to listen to, okay? I know a lot of people, especially the ones who collect a check every month, okay, which I do too. I'm transparent, okay? I'm not worried about this stuff no more. My life's an open book. So having that little pillow helps sometimes. But the way that you can generate and create that additional resource, aka money, okay, we're talking about survival and job balance and satisfaction, all inclusive, all right, all inclusive. When you find a way, and finding the way is pretty simple, but we just overcomplicate it. When you find a way to generate that resource, you'll be able to generate that resource over and over and over again. So, with that being said, you can probably go back as far back as you can remember to when you were young. And remember the things that you used to do that made you happy. Now, out of these multitude of things, of course, you have to see what part of that you can do to create this resource. You might be thinking to yourself, like, what? Other ones, aha. Okay. The aha moment is good. The okay kind of scenario. Living your passions and your purpose can sometimes take planning and openness, acceptance. What we as human beings must begin to do is shift our mindset. A lot of us are in that space. In that space, just like these three. Okay? You know, like Kimberly and Melissa. And who was the other one? Sorry. Who was the other one? Oh, and Annette. Okay? If you're not satisfied with your job, or any job for that fact, meaning working for somebody else, work for yourself. Find a way. You're feeling you're too much in survival mode, find a way to stop making yourself feel that way. Pay attention to how much money, resources you have to have in order to have that balance. Now, job satisfaction, on the other hand, is a little different. That takes reflection, looking at what it is that you're doing, seeing whether or not it's something that resonates with you. I mean, a majority of the time, there's many people out there that are just on autopilot, doing the job because that's what fills the need for the money to pay the bills, okay, in order to take care of that stuff every month. But here's the $1,000,000 question. Are you really feeling fulfilled when it comes to that job? Okay. Or even, I don't know if Melissa works, but if you do, then is that job, is that creation of resource actually something that you really want to do? Because without knowing and without it being something that you really want to do, you don't have passion about it, and you don't want to do it. It just got chills all over my body. Okay. And it's something that you don't want to do every day. And if that's the case, sooner or later, you're going to burn out. Yeah, I got to wake up early tomorrow. I got to go to work. Yeah. Say this to friends when they want you to hang out, a little later at night, something like that. Or maybe you want to do something, play a video game, or on your phone or computer or PlayStation or whatever. You want to read a book for a little while longer or something. Though, I really wanted to do this, but yet, I got to go to work. Doesn't that suck? You should feel good about what you do. You should be able to control your schedule, you know? And I understand people need to work, people need to survive. Yeah, early on, young years, learn the patterns. Great. Learn the patterns of construct and conformity and being a part of a team, which is always important, okay, which is good. But then also the need for money and more of it. Once you get to a certain plateau, you should be like, all right, I'm going to receive it regardless because I'll make a way. Why not? Right? I'll give you an example. Let me give you a short story real quick. Okay, so what was it? And this is about taking up opportunities and things like that, right? So a little while back, so we're talking last year before, right? I had a situation to where I was right at Melissa's spot. And I can say that I'm comfortably saying to the universe that I am no longer there, which is great. I love it. Try you get there too, Melissa. Once you change the mindset. Constantly I was biting my nails, looking at the bills, saying, another bill's coming up. Oh man. The freaking bills. I wish it would change its name from bill to something else. Invoice. No, but but see, the thing is that when you see, I'm pointing here because that's where my bills are. Okay, I always put them in front of me so I see them because those are priority. And it's not survival. I actually have been conditioning myself to say thank you for the check. I know this is so funny because I forget who said it, but I remember watching some videos way back, and they said instead of looking at bills as a bad thing. Look at paying them as abundance. And I said, what? Bill is, I mean, I got to pay the internet, the internet cable and phone. I mean, I got to pay the electric and the gas and the rent. How can I thank the universe for, or even the company for me doing this? So it's a mind shift. It's a mindset shift. So instead of saying, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, aka survival, scarcity consciousness, poverty consciousness, thinking you already don't have it before you even know whether or not you have the money to pay. Okay, the resource to pay for the resource that you're receiving. Hello. Okay, we're talking basic essential needs here, as well as food. You got to break it down. You got to break down how much you have to have in order for you to successfully be balanced. Okay, just like what Melissa was talking about. You want to balance, stop in survival mode. The bills are key. Okay, myself specifically, I'm transparent. Okay, I got about $450 a month in bills. Okay, not including rent. That usually has a pay. That's not even including food, and entertainment, and resources. Okay, and just things that I want to do. All right, or I would like to do. All right. The thing is that you got to find what I call the pillow spot. Is to know how much you have to have in order for you to do exactly what you want to do. Not just basic essentials. And not just be, we're talking survival mode and poverty consciousness at that point. And there's a whole nother conditioning altogether. And that's also generational. But here, all of a sudden, you instead of and practice this, you can practice this for an entire month, find and figure out what happens. I'm telling you, your whole life will shift entirely. You look at your bills when they come in, no matter what date it is. Okay, because usually they give you a due date and da da da. You got a due by, due by receipt. Oh my God, oh my God, I'm gonna pay this now. Okay, stop freaking out for one. Okay, that's for sure because bills are going to be there regardless. Okay, remind yourself this. Okay, bills are going to be there regardless. So there's nothing really to worry about, nothing to get anxious about, nothing to freak out about. But what's important is that you know exactly how much those bills are going to be. Add that to the food resource, the amount that's absolutely necessary, okay, to have balance. Okay, maybe there's a couple of other things. Maybe you got a vice. Maybe you smoke. Maybe you drink. Maybe you want movies once a week, or to get takeout once a week, or whatever. Add that's little things together too. Okay, and that will become your pillow spot. Okay, your pillow zone. And once you have that pillow zone, then all of a sudden, you say, okay, how do I get there? Do I change my job? Do I take on another job, which majority of people end up doing? Okay, some people can't work. So what would normal work, meaning in the normal workforce? Okay, most of the time it's freaking retail. Okay, retail, marketing, or IT, of course. Okay, so a lot of people don't know much about those things, which would AKA make you go to school, have more debt, create more worry, need to go into more survival mode. Okay, so to bypass all that. So the thing is that living your passion and doing what you love can in fact create you abundance. It can, but you always have to be open to not only give. Okay, I know some of the people that just jumped in here are thinking about getting readings, but the fact is, no, this is not one of those episodes here. Okay, this is not an episode to do readings, but the thing is that this is the beginning of the mindset shift. I'm going to be part of this movement to bring in the mindset shift. I know I was about to say shit, but the thing is that I just saw a number of synchronicity. I see two actually. I'm going to write these down and then I'm going to. This is how. I got beads here, stone beads. Both my bracelets broke. I got to redo them. Now check this out, right? I saw 39, 39. I saw 10, 44. Okay, bear with me. Okay, you want to see how quick the universe or your guides or God or whatever, okay, is the thing that shows you signs of what has to happen. Now, I'm doing this right here, right? I'm doing this with you. I'm going to be a prime example of shift. Okay, prime example of shift. Now, I got a ton of things in my life that I still have to shift, but this is direct shift based on synchronicities. Okay, I'm on Google. Angel number 3939. Okay, repetitive numbers. Here we go. And then I'm going to do the other one. Angel number 1044. Okay, so we got a short one. Okay, we got a short one that obviously it's speaking it, which I don't need that. Okay, I need sorry or whatever Cortana to be quiet for a minute. Okay, and okay, this short and sweet. There we go. Love short and sweet. Okay, so 3939. It's a strong message to let go of any situations in your life that are no longer serving a positive purpose. Do not cling to situations out of fear. It is of the utmost importance that you hold a positive viewpoint about yourself and your future. Your thoughts create your experience. I was just talking about this. So ask your angels to help you maintain a positive outlook. There we go. Okay. That's 3939. Now 1044 is a blend of the vibrations, okay, number 1044 brings a message to keep your thoughts positive and optimistic as you look to important new role or venture and know that you are capable of their undertaking. Come on. I rest my case. I'm not just making these numbers up, guys. I see them. Okay, I see them. Now, again, this could be a message for Melissa. This could be a message for Kimberly. This could be a message for Felicia or even Annette. I don't know. The fact is that it's there. We have to pay attention. We have to listen. Number 4. I see 4s all over the place right now. Okay, life's purpose, soul mission, living it. Chills again. Okay, for like the 4th time being on this video. Ultimately, we have to begin to choose what energy and what vibration do we want to resonate. Not do our surroundings or our circumstances resonate with us. No, we have to begin to be the catalyst, to be the actual beginning of the vibration. Okay, well, we got a paragraph here. Sharing the paragraph. Melissa Bush right now. Okay, check this out. Let's see what happens here. Okay, Emma Day, hey, good to see you. All right. Melissa says, I used to look at it that way, but since I've paid more attention to my inner peace, I now love my job more and more. See, that's the shift. Again, the mindset shift. I too started thinking, I'm thankful that I can pay the bills. I am consciously looking at everything as a blessing instead of an obstacle. Everything is changing, but I've changed nothing. Same job, same home, same bills, but my views of them. See, the perspective. Okay, the perspective changes. But again, when we do the mindset shift, okay, when we shift the way that we think about things that are around us, bear with me. Okay, so if we begin to shift our perception about it, I'll give another example. That's a prime example of what Melissa's talking about. Okay, but once you shift that mindset, what happens is everything else falls suit. Everything else falls suit. So you got to change your perception of what it is that you're going through, or change the actual circumstance itself. Okay, and again, that's based on choice, which again is a mindset shift. You have to choose what it is that you really want to have in your environment, in your surroundings, in your mind, in your body, in your soul. Okay, Emma Day says guidance needed. This is not a reading video. Okay, if you actually read the title as well as, well, what's going on? Maybe we can talk about the mindset shift a little more. Maybe it doesn't need for me to pull any cards or anything like that. Maybe it's something more in depth than just reading cards. Okay, because they're just oracle cards. I just pull them randomly, and hope they resonate with you and connect to you, and we go from there. But see, that's not the point. Emma, what's going on that you need guidance with? Share with us. Okay. Openly do this. Be transparent. Being transparent is great. Okay. I mean, I've made my mistakes in my near past, and guess what? You know what? I'm fessing up to all of them. All right, every single one of them. And the fact is, you know what? I truthfully don't care. I'm not regretting anything I've ever done. Okay. So Emma Day, share with it. See, she may have left. She may have left because of the fact that it's, a lot of people that see me do live videos are thinking that it's all about readings. Okay, but it's not. I'm not all about the read. Okay, I'm all about helping people. And that's where my shift, where my mindset shift comes into play. Okay, so Emma, share with us if you're still here. All right, so again, so Melissa says, same job, same home, same bills, but yet things are changing. It's changing within you. That's the whole point. This is the direction that we should be going, is literally starting from within, beginning from within. And it's not just the soul. I mean, we talk about the soul, we talk about ascension, we talk about, hyper shifting and, understanding our abilities and, and all these things. But ultimately, what we really want is to feel four things. Tony Robbins is great. Four things. Okay. We want to feel fulfilled. We want to feel that we are loved. We want to feel that we are contributing in some way, shape, or form. And we also want to feel a balance. There's nothing wrong with that. There is absolutely nothing wrong with that. And is it okay to get upset if you don't have it? Sure. Okay, that is the beginning of the shift. Is feeling like that fed up factor. Like, okay, I'm done here. Like I'm done. Sorry, this is driving me nuts with my classes. Okay, like there we go. Okay, that works. Just a nose guard. When we find ourselves in this sticking point, we tend to swim in it. It's like a pond with like no river. It's just like sitting there stagnant. And we end up losing ourselves in the process. And the thing is, what you have to do, you even have to have diligence and strength to continue on your mission. On your mission. The time is now, people. Okay, the time has come. I keep saying this a lot. The time has come. It should happen now. No, it's gonna gradual. It's gonna be a gradual process. Obviously, I'm not. I'm not perfect. A bottom row of teeth are crooked. I lost my hair. I got this little thing that's come. That's popping out of my freaking head. That obviously I gotta get removed. I mean, there. But I love my faults. I do. I really do. Even with the beard that's white. I mean, I can't do nothing about that. That comes with age, and some people they go white early on. But the thing is that what you have to do is begin to reflect and pay attention to what it is that you absolutely want and have to have in your life, and do it. And do it. There's absolutely no one else that is able to make and create this hyper shift other than yourself. You can do this. You can. You can do this. I believe in you. All of us have the power to do it. All of us have the power to do it. What we have to do is begin to believe that we can. and that we have the resources and the strength to do it. Same thing with losing weight or changing your diet or changing jobs or even moving for that fact, okay? Or accepting someone else into your life. It's important to know that what we accept in our environment, in our energy, in our mind, becomes manifest. If someone says, "Oh, you're never going to amount to this," or just because I know you can't do that. That's not you. Well, why? Okay. See, Kimberly, look at what Kimberly said. Look, this is a testimonial right here of my purpose and my soul mission. This is why I had the extra hour this morning, okay, to discuss some things with you guys. Her exact words, and I quote, is "This has been great!" Exclamation point. Love hearing an outside source remind me of what my inner voice says, like a kick to keep moving forward. Thank you. Sometimes I have to have it too. You're not the only one, Kimberly. All right, but here's the thing. You gotta gain your passion back. Okay, you gotta find and reach deep, deep down inside of you and know what you're passionate about. Find your passion. You find your passion, you find your place. I like that. I'm going to write that down. I'm going to write that down right now. Find your passion. You'll find, I'm going to put that, you'll find your place. There we go. Look at that. Look at how easy that flow was. Find your passion, you'll find your place. I rest my case, people. So what is it that you're going to decide? Take today, okay, take a moment, even a moment, lunch break, whatever. Okay, lunch break, before breakfast, depending on what time zone you're in. Right now it could be some close to late afternoon in some places. Take a little bit of time out for yourself and look at your environment. Look at your reality and ask yourself, is this really what I want? Is this really where I want to be? If not, start being open and truthful to yourself about what you really want to do with your life. And it's okay. I'm telling you right here and right now, no matter what that means. It could be being a circus clown or a juggler or a magician or whatever your passions are, a doctor, a lawyer, a mentor. Whatever it is that you're passionate about is what you should be doing. What gets you up every day and you say, I can do this again. Yes, that's the point. I know you see me in business casual right now on a Sunday. Okay, you don't see my salt lamp on. You don't see incense being lit, because I wanted to get here to you as quickly as humanly possible, and right at the moment that I thought about doing it, in order to share with you how quickly the shift can be. Now, for those that are going to listen to this video till the end, I thank you first and foremost, but I'm also telling you that tonight, which is Saturday, March 16th, tonight, I will be doing another live video for readings. I will be. Okay, and possibly some more discussions. Who knows? Prayer requests, healing requests, stuff like that. I only got a couple of people here. Okay, I like to do like a whole half hour or something of prayer requests, healing requests, stuff like that, or even readings. show up tonight, 7 p.m. No ifs, ands, or buts, rain or shine. Okay, I will be here 7 p.m. Eastern Standard. Okay. So again, I think whoever has been watching and listening this entire time, and it just got 5511. Go figure that. That's the ticker up there. 5511 is what I just saw. Okay, another synchronicity. Beginning and major life changes. Okay, the shifting. Again, it's showing me that it's happening. So allow yourself to be open to see these things in your life. Okay. Until later on tonight, I thank you very, very much for your time. I may do something in the afternoon, who knows? But keep your eyes out, follow me, whatever. Okay. Keep up to date. I know I post a lot, but just deal with it. And if you have anything to share, any life challenges or anything that you wish for me to specifically talk about on live video, I'll do it. I don't mind doing it. The mind shift changes are here, but you have to choose. You have to choose. You got to make a choice. Okay? And the choice may not be the most desirable, unfortunately. Okay? But fortunately enough, once you choose it, positive things will come out of it. This is what I'm telling you, no matter what that means. So, until next time, this is Reverend Raven Nightclaw HP, Healing Life from Within. Check out my pages, they're on my profile. Want to get a reading or something? You want to order something? Feel free. Okay? Love and light. Namaste. And when you need me, you know where to find me. Love and light, guys. See ya.